Hi everybody, it's Allison from Madagascar Junior, and in this video I'm going to do a full walkthrough of Move It, Move It, the main song, not the reprise, but the main song that is just the Fab Four and the Lemurs in about the middle of the show. Okay? So, I hope you can follow along. If you have any questions, let me know at rehearsal. So when we start this number, King Julian has just finished singing, I think it's Welcome to Me, and he's got the L's around him, the lemurs, that Lars and Lou and Lynn and somebody else. So the four L's around him, and Maurice and Mort, and he's got the Fab Four, Alex, Melman, Gloria, and Marty there too. And he's just introduced himself to those four. And he says something like, "What do you think that is?" or "What do you think it is that I like to do?" And then the music starts, and then we start the song. So those people are on stage. Everybody else is in one of 6 lines, okay? I've got 2 lines on the risers, up high so everybody can see you. And I've got 4 lines on the stage, okay? So you're either in 1, 2, 3, or 4. Everybody should know what line they're in and who their line leader is, or if they're a line leader. If you get a little confused about what line you're in, please come talk to me and Haley so we can make sure that you know, okay? So, right now, all 6 of those lines are off stage, so the audience doesn't realize that the lemurs are out there. Okay, so the music starts, and King Julian says, "I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to..." And then everybody goes, "Move it!" Not in a dance way, but just yells it from the sides. While he's doing his "I like to move it, move it," the 4 L's are doing their poses. So they're going, boom, "I like to move it, pose. I like to move it, pose. I like to move it." And the 4th one should be a hands on hips, boom. "We like to..." Everybody goes, "Move it." Okay? And then you have 8 claps where your lines come out. Okay? So the music starts and you're going bum 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 ba da bum bum ba da 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 dum bum bum ba da dum dum da 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 dum. Okay? And after you do those 8 claps, everybody should be in their lines. Okay? So just follow your leader out there and spread your line out across the stage. Okay? King Julian, you are excited to see your lemurs coming out, and you're ushering the Fab Four over to stage right. The 4 L's, you guys are doing this and getting in your clump over on stage left, okay? So let's just kind of go through that so everybody knows what it sounds like, okay?
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
We like to
Move it. Okay, all the lines are coming out.
I like to move it, move it.
Okay, so the important thing for those overhead claps, they're not down here, okay? They're up high. We want everybody having a lot of fun and a lot of attitude, but everybody's arms have to be high. That part has to look the same, okay? So then we're gonna go into the song, "I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it." Okay, so everybody starts singing. So we're gonna do the basic step for "I like to move it, move it." Okay? Now, your arms are gonna be out here. I call it like motorcycle arms, like vroom vroom. Okay? You're gonna take 2 steps to the right and then 2 steps to the left. Now, in this video, I'm gonna go to my left, so it looks like you're looking in a mirror, okay? But just know you're gonna go to your right. So you're gonna go step and kind of squat down and bring your arms up, and then together, and stand up tall and bring your arms back down, and do it again, step together, and then go back the other way 2 times. Step together, okay? So in the song it's boom, "I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it." Okay? And we talked a lot in rehearsal about we don't want to be robots where everybody looks like this super stiff, even if it makes everybody look perfectly the same. But we don't want people to be too out of control either, okay? So add a little fun, add a little pizzazz in it, but make sure you're doing the steps. So it's I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Okay? After you do that to the right and then to the left, you're going to jump 2 times while you're turning to your left. Now again, on this video, I'm turning to my right, so it looks like you're looking in a mirror when you do it along with me. So you've just done your 2 steps here this way, your 2 steps that way. You're going to jump and shimmy your shoulders a little bit while you turn to the left, okay? So you're going to jump, jump, and then you're going to turn back towards the audience and clap overhead 2 times. Clap, clap. Okay? So the whole thing for I like to move it is I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. That's the excuse me, that's the basic I like to move it step. So almost every time you hear that, that's what you're gonna do. Okay? Now it comes on pretty fast, okay, in the song, and then after you do it once, you go right back into it and do it again, okay? So let's start from the beginning with the music so you can do that a few times to remember to keep it going.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose, these are the L's.
I
Pose,
like to move it, move it.
pose.
We like to
Move it. Arms are up high. Getting in your places. Here we go.
I like to move it, move it.
Step. Here come the jumps. Jump. 2 claps. Step. Step. Jump. Clap. Clap. Okay, so after we do that 2 times, each one of the L's, the little lemurs, Lou and Lars and Lynn and the other one, they have little solos, okay? So the first one goes, here in Madagascar, we get funky, we get loud. So you're going to take your hands and you're going to roll them. And you're going to roll them first to your right and down. And you're going to kind of step out with your right foot. So you're going to go, here in Madagascar, we get funky, we get loud. Okay? And it's kind of fast, so it's here in Madagascar, we get funky, we get loud. Okay? The next start says, we can shake, 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 move it up, move it down. So you're going to step forward and go shake, shake, and then back, shake. And then you're going to reach up to your right, move it up, and then down to your left, move it down. Okay? So let's try that from the here in Madagascar, okay? So we just did this for the second time. We did our jumps and our 2 overhead claps, and we go, here in Madagascar, we get funky, we get loud, we can shake, 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 move it up, move it down. Okay? Moving on from there, it's so do it, there's nothing to it. Okay, you just went up to the right and down to the left. So you are going to take your right finger, again, I'm using my left because I'm your mirror, and you're going to point across the audience, and then you're going to change hands and point across the audience the other way, okay? So you just went up and down. So do it, there's nothing to it, okay? And kind of shake your body, right? You're having a good time, it's a party, okay? So you just went up, down, so do it, there's nothing to it. And the very last thing you're going to do on these little solos, King Julian says, even the lemurs and Maurice can babaloo it. So you're going to step, sorry, you're going to step out on the right, and you're going to put your right foot out and your right hand up, and then come together and bring it all down. And then do the same thing on the other side and bring it together. And you're going to do that 2 times. You're going to go right, left, right, left. Okay, kind of like you're stretching out for something, and then you pull it down. Stretching out, pulling it down, okay? So let's go through those 4 things. After we do I like to move it, we start with our rolls. Here in Madagascar, we get funky, we get loud, we can shake, 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 move it up, move it down, so do it. There's nothing to it. Even more the lemurs and Maurice can babaloo it. Okay? So if you need help with that, just rewind the video a little bit and work on that kind of at the slow pace, okay? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start from the beginning with the music, and I'm going to yell out the steps as we get ready to do them, okay?
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it. We like to.
Move it! Everybody clap up high. We're going to start on the right with the I like to move it steps. Here we go.
I like to move it, move it.
Here come your jumps. Here come your 2 claps. Step out.
I like to move it, move it. She like
Here come your jumps.
we like to
2 claps. Here's your rolls. Shake, shake. Up and down. Points. Other point. Here comes your steps. Reach, 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 reach. Okay, just for fun, let's do that one again.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
We like to.
Move it. Here come your lines. Follow your leader. Get your lines straight. Here's I like to move it.
I like to move it, move it.
To the left. And jump.
She like to move it, move it.
And clap.
I like to move it, move it. She like to move it, move it.
Jump.
We like to move it.
Here come your rolls. Roll. Shake, shake. Up and down. Points. Other side. Here comes your reach. Reach, reach, reach. Okay, hopefully everyone's following along really well. If you're having trouble, just wind this video back. I do it slow a couple times and then I do it with the music. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and move on. So the next part is we take it low, low, we take it high, high. So everybody's just done their reach steps, okay? And the move is we take it low, low, we take it high, high, okay? But here's the tricky part, okay? So while you're going low, low, you need to move your lines, okay? It's really important you guys remember when you go low, you have to be moving, okay? So remember, if you're in row 1 and 2, you're gonna do low, low and high, high while you walk backwards, okay? And you walk backwards a few little steps and just kind of stay in your line. So low, low, high, high, okay? If you're in lines 3 and 4 on the stage, you're gonna go forward. Low, low, high, high. Now the important thing to remember is that line 1 and 2 that's going backwards, they can't see what they're gonna walk into. So if you're going forwards, line 3 and 4, make sure that if you see somebody from line 2 or line 1 coming at you, you have to move, okay? Because you can see them coming. They can't see you. So if you're going low, low, and you're like, uh-oh, somebody's going to crash into me, just go high, high. Just go right around them, okay? And then lines 5 and 6 on the risers, you guys are going to go low, low, step, and change those lines, okay? So 5 and 6 are going to change places. So it's low, low while we're moving, high, high. Now you might not be in the right place by the time we're done with high, high. The next step is, the words are, it feels so good we can't deny. And so you're just going to pop out, it feels so good you can't deny. You just do 4 little hops while you move your hands up, right? So it's hop with your hands here, hop with your hands here, hop with your hands here, and hop with your hands here. But it's fast, so it's hop, 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 okay? Now, if you're not in the right place by the time you're here, that's okay. While you're hopping, keep moving until you're where you need to be, okay? or maybe you need to go forward a little bit, or maybe you do this and you realize your line is all messed up. So while you guys are doing this, you're kind of looking at your friends and smiling because we're having a party, but you're straightening up your lines, okay? So we take it low, low while we move. We take it high, high. It feels so good you can't deny. I think it says, let's do it. Okay? So let's run that one time.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it. We like to
Move it.
I like to move it, move it. She like
Comes
to
your jumps,
move it. He like to
claps,
move it. We like to move it.
step,
I like to move it, move it.
step,
She like to move it.
jumps,
He like to move it.
claps,
We like to
rolls, shake, shake, up and down, points, other point, here comes your reach, right, left, low, low, move your lines, move your lines. Okay, so if you're a little lost, wind the video back until you get yourself caught up. I want to talk a little bit about what the Fab Four and King Julian are doing. So King Julian, the solo line, you have this solo line, even the lemurs and Maurice can babaloo it. Ooh, my kitty cat. But King Julian, you are loving showing off the lemurs and the party to the Fab Four, okay? So you're rocking it out the whole time. Maybe you're getting into the steps. Maybe you're kind of nudging one of the Fab Four. Maybe like Alex, right? Because he's not very into it. Maybe you're like directing this party, okay? The Fab Four, Gloria and Marty, you guys, I think, get into this first, right? You guys are fun. You love funky music. Marty's happy to be in Madagascar. Gloria loves a party, right? So you guys are bopping and loving this. Melvin, you probably like it, but you're worried, okay? So you slowly get into it. You know, maybe you're like kind of bobbing back and forth. And Alex, you're not into it really at all. The 4 L's, like we talked about, don't be afraid to like bust out there and do a solo, okay? So when it's your turn, you know, you don't have to do the rolls. And Alyssa, I don't think you're doing them anyway when you do here in Madagascar. So bust out of that crowd and like really address the audience. You know, here in Madagascar, we get funky, we get loud, we can shake, shake, shake. So you guys can do whatever steps you want when it's your solo, okay? So feel free to like kind of experiment with that and really play off each other. I put you guys in the wings or kind of in the sides there on stage right and stage left because I want to make sure that everybody can see the lemurs because these actors aren't on stage as much as you guys are. So we want to give them a little bit of a spotlight. But you guys are directing the song, the L's, okay? And you guys still have an important, and the Fab Four and King Julian, you still have important acting to do because it's important to see when these characters start to get into it. So don't forget to keep acting. Okay, so we just did It Feels So Good You Can't Deny. Okay, now we're going to do everybody up, everybody jump, everybody bump anybody in the rump, okay? And the move, you're going to kind of hop, okay? You don't have to really leave the ground. You know, I'm just kind of bouncing. I don't know if you can see my feet. I'm just kind of bouncing up on my toes, right? But you're going to go everybody up, and you're going to stretch way high. Everybody jump, go down. So it's everybody up, everybody jump. For everybody bump anybody in the rump, I just want you to shake your booty however you want. So maybe you go everybody bump anybody in the rump. Maybe you shake your booty to the audience, right? Maybe you bump one of your neighbor's booties. But when you start singing everybody up again, no matter what direction you bumped in, you're back to facing the audience, okay? That's really important. If you guys aren't facing the audience when we do this, it looks like the party's gotten a little out of control, okay? So everybody up, everybody jump, everybody bump anybody in the rump, right back to facing the audience. Okay, maybe you turn around, right back to facing the audience. Okay, we're going to do that 4 times. While that's happening, on about the second time, Gloria is having so much fun, she can't stand it anymore, and she's going to lead the Fab Four across the stage. And she's going to go over into the 4 L lemurs and get ready to bust through, okay? The train that she leads is going to be Gloria, Melman, and they're going to end up by the L's, Marty and Alex, and they're going to end up a little on stage right. We're still going to keep center stage kind of clear, okay? So Gloria, as you go across, you are sold, you have drunk the Kool-Aid, you are ready for this party, right? So you're going across, you're doing your Gloria walk, however Gloria walks, right? But you're everybody up, everybody jump, anybody in the rump, right? You're all on board, like you're leading this conga line, okay? Melman, by that time you're into it. Marty, you've been into it from the beginning. Alex, maybe you're making fun of it, you know? So Alex is the only one who should be not that into it, okay? The Fab Four, the first 3 of you, I need you guys to be like all into the party, okay? You're really excited. So we're going to do that 4 times. Everybody up, everybody jump, everybody bump anybody in the rump, okay? After the 4th time, Gloria, so excited and overcome, and she wants to show off her move. And if you remember from the Showtime song, the very first song of the show, her move is her big boom boom, right? She's going to bust through the 4 L's, and she's going to go boom boom, okay? So I think your costume is going to be padded, so you have like really big hippo hips, and that's awesome. So don't be afraid to be like boom boom. And when we work on the dance, Brooke, when we work on the dance for Showtime, we'll come up with a signature boom boom move for you, okay? But so when Gloria goes boom boom, all of the lemurs they're so excited, you look over at her and you jump back, okay? Now she's gonna be over to your left. Okay, again, I'm pretending to be your mirror, so I'm gonna look to my right, okay? But you're gonna hop back with your right foot and like kind of have your left heel up, and you're gonna look at Gloria like, whoa, we can't believe this giant hippo is on our teeny tiny lemur party, and she's having a great time, okay? So you have 4 times, and then it's boom, boom, and King Julian yells, I like it, okay? So everybody's gotta look at Gloria and get your hands back like this, okay? Very, very important. If some people are so into this, and then boom, boom, they're like, huh? It's gonna be really obvious because everybody else is gonna be looking this way, okay? So let's all turn to the left and look at Gloria. Okay, so let's go through the whole dance with the ups and downs, and we'll end with the boom booms, okay?
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
We like to
Move it. Everybody's coming out. Here's your lines. Here we go. To the right.
I like to move it, move it.
Here's your jumps.
Move it, move it. He like to move it.
2 claps. Right and left and jump. 2 claps. Here's your rolls. Here's your shapes. Ups and downs. Points. Here's your reaches. Low, low. Move your lines. Move your lines. Straighten up your lines. There's up and down. Gloria goes. Melman follows her. Marty follows. Last one. Everybody get ready to look at Gloria. Okay, and when you look back there, when you look at Gloria, your face should be like, whoa! Okay? So after the boom boom, then everybody says, I like to move it, move it. She likes to move it, move it. He likes to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. So everybody just went boom, boom. And instead of doing the basic move it step, you're going to point, look right at the audience, pick somebody out in the crowd, look right at them, and you point to yourself. And it doesn't matter if you point like this or like this or like this, okay? Everybody can be different as long as we're pointing to ourselves. So it's boom, I like to move it, move it. Then you're going to point at Gloria, boom. And you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, right? As long as you're pointing to her. So you point at yourself, I like to move it, move it. Point at Gloria, she likes to move it, move it. Remember, she's going to be on your left. You're going to point at Marty, who's going to be on your right. He likes to move it, move it. And then you're going to and then you're going to tap your chest with your hands. You're going to go, we like to move it. Okay? So after the boom, boom, I like to move it, move it. She likes to move it, move it. He likes to move it, move it. We like to move it. Okay? So let's run that.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
I like to move it, move it.
Pose.
We like to
Move it. Here we go. To the right, right,
I like to move it.
and left,
She like to move it.
and jump,
She like to move it.
and clap, clap, right,
I like to move it.
and left,
She like to move it.
and jump,
We like to move it.
and clap, and clap. Rolls, shake, up, down. Here's the reach. Get ready for low, low move. 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 Straighten up your lines. Gloria, you're moving. Everybody's following. Here come the boom booms. Marty. Us. Okay. After that, you guys are, we're going to do one more of the basic I like to move it steps, okay? So you just pointed to yourself, to Gloria, to Marty, to all of us, and you're going to step out with your right foot again. One more time. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Okay? After that, it's going to be the part where everybody goes, oh, 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 e, oh. Okay? Now, for this part, I want everybody to dance in place, however you want, okay? And clap in place. So you're going to clap loudly 8 times, and then you're going to do the same thing, but your claps are going to get really quiet. So you're going to start off like this. Lots of energy. You're going to dance around like this, and then you're going to make your claps quiet. So it looks like you're still clapping, but it's just quiet enough to where everybody can hear because King Julian is about to talk to the audience, okay? So what your body is doing is you're staying in your own little place, but you're looking at your friends. Maybe you're turning around, right? You're clapping up, clapping down. You do 8 quiet ones, okay? So that happens while King Julian talks. So 8 loud claps, dancing in place. 8 quiet claps, dancing in place. So let's take it from the top, adding in those claps, and we are almost done.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. We like to
Move it! Here come your lines. The L's and King Julian going to the sides.
I like to move it, move it. She like to move it.
Jumps.
He like to move it, move it. We like to move it. I like to move it, move it. She like to move it, move it. He like to move it, move it.
Here's your rolls. Shakes. Up and down. Point. left in the song is we're going to do the I like to move it steps 2 more times, okay? At the very end, everybody yells, move it! And you're just going to strike whatever pose you want. So we just did 8 loud claps and 8 quiet claps. And then we're right back into I like to move it, I like to move it, I like to move it, I like to move it last time. Jump and clap, pose. And maybe you're like, pose, however you want to pose. Now in those last 2 times, some of you are saying O, and some of you are saying I like to move it. And it's okay, the dance is the same either way. So maybe you're going O, right? It still works. Okay, and that's the end of the dance. So I'm going to go through the whole thing one more time. And feel free to rewind this video to whatever part you need to work on whatever parts might be tricky for you.
I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. We like to
Move it! Here we go, to the right,
I like to move it.
left,
She like to move it.
jump,
He like to move it. We like to move it. I like to move it. She like to move it.
jump.
He like to move it. We like
Here's your rolls. Shake, shake. Up and down. Points. Other side. Here's your reach. Reach. Low, low. Move your lines. Move your lines. Straighten up your lines. Gloria, go. Everybody follow. Get ready for the boom booms. Gloria. Marty. All of us. One more time. Here come the loud claps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Quiet. Here we go. 2 more. Jump. Last one. Get ready for an awesome pose. All right. Okay, I hope you guys were able to follow along. I'll be at rehearsal, so let me know if anybody has any questions and we'll get you squared away, okay? We'll see you at the next rehearsal.